everyone, Kelly here to talk about my absolute favorite animal, the lion. I've loved lions my entire life and feel so blessed to be able to work hands-on with a lioness cub at my job. Lions are the only species of big cat that live in groups called prides. A pride usually consists of 3 males, a dozen or so females, and their young. The lionesses in the pride are usually related, and female cubs typically stay with the group as they age. Male lions, however, are usually either pushed out of the pride or choose to leave to find their own. A male takes over a pride by dominating the alpha male of another pride and taking his home. Male lions are born fighters, and their mane serves as protection against rivals. Big cats always go straight for a neck bite, so this mane acts as a shield, and its thickness can make a difference between life and death. The males with darker, thicker manes will have better defense mechanisms, and it will also help attract the most lionesses. The mane starts growing when a lion starts producing testosterone. It can take up to 4 years for mane to fully develop, and when it first starts coming in, it's very patchy. A little here, a little there, and huge patches with no fur. For example, you can take a look at this picture of Leo the lion from Single Vision where I work, who is now 3 years old, and you can see that when his mane first started coming in, it looked very awkward. He still has quite a bit of growing to do. The alpha male's job is to patrol, scent mark, and defend his territory. They use spraying as a way to mark territory, and they can spray up to 15 feet. It smells terrible, but Leo loves spraying people for fun. As for the female lions, they are the hunters of the pride. In fact, they do most of the work. Often, lionesses will be seen grouping up to take down large prey. But of course, the male lion is always the one who gets first choice of the food once it's captured. Lion cubs grow extremely fast. They put on a half a pound to a pound every single day for the first 1.5 years of their life. And they do about 80% of their growing within those first 2 years. This is due to the fact that they have to be able to hunt and fend for themselves by that age, which is when they would leave their mothers in the wild. Firstborn lion cubs have little spots covering their entire face and body. Some might even mistake a baby lion for a leopard. These spots, however, are only temporary, and they disappear as the lion ages. By adulthood, lions are a solid color and have hardly any spots, if any. A lion's average weight is between 350 to 500 pounds. Most female lions are under that 500-pound mark. However, here you can see our 500-pound lioness Nala lounging around, just doing cat things, which mainly includes sleeping about 17 hours of the day. Lions are a part of the Panthera family, along with tigers, jaguars, and leopards. This simply means that they are roaring cats, not purring cats. Purring cats are part of the Felinae family, smaller than Panthera cats. They cannot purr due to their larynx. Lions have a very long, drawn-out roar. Unlike the tigers who have a short, loud bark noise, a lion can be heard over 5 miles away. In the wild, lions consume a wide variety of prey, including wildebeest, impala, zebra, giraffes, and wild hogs. Sometimes they can even be seen taking down rhinos, hippos, or elephants when food is scarce. Needless to say, nature is pretty brutal. Lions can live to be 10 to 14 years in the wild and 20 plus in captivity. In the wild, females usually live considerably longer than males, just due to the fact that males are constantly having to battle between other males. A century ago, we had 200,000 lions, but unfortunately, that number has dropped dramatically, and we now have less than 20,000. As of last month, 2 subspecies of lion were placed on the endangered species list. For more info, you can visit fws.gov. This is a very bittersweet event because on one hand, they will now receive protection under the Endangered Species Act, but on the other hand, it means the populations have drastically decreased. The 2 subspecies that were put on the endangered species list are the lions from India, called Asiatic lions, and the ones from West and Central Africa. Scientific name, Panthera leo leo. The lions in East and South Africa will keep their status as threatened. Regardless of the fact that 2 subspecies are now on the endangered species list, African wildlife officials plan to continue the barbaric act known as can hunting, which is where they raise lions in captivity, then release them into a small cage where hunters enter and shoot them. They have nowhere to run, nowhere to get away, and no way to survive. Africa doesn't want to give up this practice because it brings in a ton of money for them. But it's time to realize that our wildlife is way more important than tourist dollars. Other threats to lions include poaching and deforestation. Lions used to roam in most parts of Africa, but now they're only found in the South Sahara Desert and in parts of southern and eastern Africa. The extinction of lions was never what the circle of life entailed. These creatures are just as deserving of a future as we are, if not more deserving. It's time to make lions a main priority, and we'll see you on the wild side.